you look at it, that is a huge lead.
Legitimately the only person I have ever let driven this car.
They say you should never meet your heroes. Something about when you get to meet them, things aren't as good as you would think. They're not as fast, they're not as flashy, they're not as nice. And that could be said of people who own a GT-R, a car that on paper has become a hero flagship for hundreds of thousands of cars enthusiasts. The R34, however, is a $150,000 example of a GT-R. And the R33 seems to be the redheaded, bloated stepchild of the R34 that nobody seems to really want. But what happens if you take it all the way back to the beginning? One of the first GT-Rs, the one that coined the nickname of Godzilla. Well, you get this. And I'm here for the very first time in a very new series with Matt's R32 GT-R. Matt, tell me about the car. Tell me, why do you even own this thing?
So this is a 1989 R32 GT-R, and the main reason why I got this car is because I love how raw this car feels and acts. It is one of the most amazing beasts I've ever owned.
Matt's R32 GT-R is one of those cars that makes a parts list feel almost useless, because the deeper you look, the more obvious it becomes that what matters here is not just what was bolted onto it, but how long the owner had been chasing the feeling of finally having it. And this thing obviously has a couple small pieces. We got to see the inside of the engine bay. I got to see some stuff from this, that, and the other person. How much horsepower are you rocking on this, what you would call almost completed car, right? You said a couple more pieces?
Right, got a couple more pieces, but right now it's 535 on 93, and it's 600 on E85. It's flexed.
That's absolutely incredible. Now this car has all the right pieces. It's got the TE37s, it's got the Michelin tires, it's got a carbon fiber roof, it's got all the nice Recaro goodies on the inside. What's your favorite part? Oh man, favorite part about this entire car, it's gotta be the old cluster from the Calisonic car. Oh, you've got one.
Got one from a Calisonic car.
Oh, you do. Some cars are built to impress people. This one feels more like it was built to answer questions somebody had been asking themselves since they were a kid. And you can see that all over it, in the choices, in the patience, and in the way Matt talks about it. That is insane. I see some signatures on the inside of the dash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's that?
So this is the godfather of the GT-R. He is the guy that helped design the 34 and a majority of the 35s. And then we have Cody Walker, Paul Walker's brother. There's a couple more under the hood as well, but they're just idols that have really pushed this car and forward and really exceeded anybody's expectation of what these things really can do, in my opinion.
What makes his story better is he didn't come from an all-import type of history. He actually was on the opposite side of the fence. He grew up with his dad around muscle cars, and in fact, as of right now, Matt owns 9 of them. And like most of us, he was raised on a steady diet of racing games and Fast and Furious mythology. So even with all of that V8 happening in the background, the import side still somehow found a way in. Now, somewhere between American muscle and late-night racing games, this kind of car obsession usually gets more expensive the faster you want to get, with this Skyline being a perfect example. So to get here, he started flipping cars, slowly building towards something bigger, bought a Skyline, and finally got to the one that he really wanted. This is his second Skyline. He had a GT-ST before this, but the GT-R was always the point of it all. This car is gorgeous. If you guys don't know, there's a couple little sneaky bits and things that I have to call out. First and foremost, I love the SS Active stuff that I'm seeing all throughout the car. I love the mines that you have there. That looks absolutely insane. And you kept it twin turbo.
It is kept twin turbo on 2871Rs. And I love the twin turbo setup. Everybody goes top mount, but in true form of what this car really is supposed to feel like, I wanted to keep it all original from bottoms. So
it's one of the things that you can do. In a GT-R, when you build one, there's 2 primary ways you go. You can stick with the twin turbo setup, or you can go to a single bigger turbo. And there are pros and cons to each. I think the twin turbo setup, more authentic, more true to form. You get a little bit more of a consistent performance as you go up the RPM ranges. With the single turbo, like the RB we have in the 240Z, that one is much more nothing, hits you across the forehead, and you're on your merry way. What is, like, when you open the hood, what's like the one thing you're most proud of? Because there's so much happening here. This is a lot of work to do to get that all done. You got Nismo parts everywhere. I see the radium. I think you got what, Haltech as an ECU in this car?
2500 Haltech, yep.
Dude, so what's your favorite part though?
I love how the Greddy piping is done. I love how it flows. It's the first thing that jumps out at you, apart from the valve covers. Obviously, you have the toe man in the front. Man, this has just been a labor of love for me. From the pulleys to the belts to the alternators to the high pressure lines to everything of that nature. I mean, it's all been tried to be redone to OEM plus, as what Tommy F here would say.
OEM plus,
an
yeah.
OEM plus
Yeah,
build.
of course.
So
of course.
I wanted to make this car fast, but I wanted to know the true power and the true authenticity of this car, the way it is supposed to be. I'm not trying to make this a drag car. I'm trying to make this like a reliable, let's go 4 hours to Tennessee and enjoy some time and with friends and know it's gonna do it.
Yeah. So if you were to if you wanted to put this car anywhere in the world, a track that you would want to take this thing to have some fun with, what is the dream track?
Nürburgring.
The Ring.
The Ring.
Ooh.
I want to take it to the Ring.
What a pick. What a pick. You'll be up there with Max Verstappen just kind of slinging laps then pretty much.
Dude, yeah. It's gonna be in the passenger seat crying.
So how long did it take to build?
So this one took around a legitimate year. Like that means every single other week something was happening. It took around a year. We completely did. It just took so long, but at the same time it felt like forever. But to get it to this point, to where it is now, because we had to fix so much things that the guy that had it before me did. It's gotten to a point now to where I'm really proud. I'm excited that it is the way that it is, and it just keeps rocking, man. It's just awesome.
There's a lot of people that say that these cars are like overrated, too much money. They're not what people think they are. You could get more value from a different car for $80,000. You have an R32 GT-R, 600 horsepower, all the right bits and pieces. What do you tell that person?
Don't get one. I retract that statement. I would actually recommend this car to anybody, as long as you have somebody who knows what they're doing with the car itself.
Gotcha. Yeah, they usually say that you don't want to crack it open because you'll let the magic out. And when you talk to Matt, this $150,000 car starts making even more sense. He's not trying to sell you a fantasy about the car. He's not trying to pretend that it happened overnight. And he's definitely not treating it like some kind of untouchable museum piece. What to you was the most surprising thing about getting an R32 GT-R that you didn't expect?
The fact that I had one.
Really?
Yeah, it was a dream as a kid. And I had a friend of mine who had one, and I never thought they'd be obtainable here. And the second that I saw one, I got that obsession, that spark back in my brain that was like, I have to have one. So I grinded hard to try to get one, but like I had to have this car. So like it was just amazing.
And you did a perfect job. He just lights up in that very specific way that people do when they finally end up with the thing that they've always wanted and worked towards, and for some reason, he trusted me to drive it.
I have never been in the passenger seat of this car. You are the only person, and legitimately the only person I have ever let driven this car.
This is going to be a great experience. We will be nice and safe. I've got my Liqui Moly shoes on because they're good luck. I'm not wearing the New Balances today.
Thank God.
So right off the rip, I feel like all GTRs smell the same. Are we getting the same air fresheners from the same person all the time? That throw is something else on this. What clutch is this?
I saw a twin.
Is it?
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Oh.
You kept it. Cars like this have a strange burden with people. You aren't just owning an old Nissan. You're owning something that has this reputation, this huge expectation of price and internet hubbub, Godzilla, Group A, all the mythology around it, all the stories of what this car did, only for you to remember that it's still a 36-year-old Nissan. And it's usually around here that you'd feel disappointed with it, but not this one. Oh, it's got such a good, so I'm so used to driving an RB with one turbo. So this is gonna be a really new experience for me.
The low end, so all boost.
All boost.
All boost, so it's boost, okay. All boost is like boost by gear.
Okay.
I don't think I'm too high. I think you're gonna be okay.
Are we gonna be okay?
We're gonna see.
Let's give it a shot.
Perfect. It's like you've done this.
We are on our way.
So boost by gear.
Okay.
It's aggressive. It handles really well.
The brakes are awesome. Are these 6-pots?
These are six fronts, 4 rears. Oh.
Oh, we got it.
Almost got it.
We got it. What do you
really
have?
love this.
What do you have for coilovers?
These are Stance. Shout out to BC. Love you, BC. Thank you so much. They are going to be getting me a set.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're going to be getting me a new set of the DS. I'm pretty sure they're DS's. I'm so excited because BC, I've just loved them so much. But Stance does great too. I love Stance coils.
BC's really good. The DS, the digressive piston,
Yes.
is awesome, especially for a street track application, because you get that sensitivity for low speed turns, and then you still get the pressure, the tenseness on high speed corners, like if you're on a track.
Right.
But when you get something that's linear, if it's not perfectly dialed in, it feels wrong on one of those angles. It either feels wrong on the low speed or it feels wrong at the high speed. So the DS is a great one. We have DS series and the E46 M3 that we have at the shop, and we love it.
Oh, fantastic.
This thing, for 600 horsepower, I mean, the clutch is a little firm, but it is fantastic. Matt's car doesn't stand on legend alone. The little details actually hold up. A stock bottom end with the twins still attached to the 2.6 liter. Flex fuel to get it all the way up to 600 horsepower and 85 and Michelin tires with Volk TE37s, which is perfect. A Celsonic cluster, old Nismo 320 gauges, Recaro SR3s, a Workspell quick release, and a one-of-one brake setup to put it all together. And it's clear at about here that anybody can spend money, but not everybody knows where to spend it, and he did it right. And that is also what makes modifying a car so properly difficult right now. The internet has made everything available, but it has not made everything good. There are more parts than ever before, more good opinions than ever before, and bad, and somehow more ways to build your car the wrong way. It's a big reason why Martini Works exists in the first place, not just to sell cars, but to help people build cars with a little bit more intention than panic. So whether it's just wheels and tires, suspension, brakes, or just figuring out what actually works together, that stuff matters, which is why we're here. A big difference between a car feeling right and slowly disappointing you usually comes down to the decisions you make before the boxes show up. So if you're looking to mod your car with your friends at martiniworks.com and save up to $300 when you package wheels and tires together to get delivered right to your door. Back to the driving. Wow. We're gonna curve to the right. Dodge that. That is incredible. Oh my goodness.
You like how stiff it is?
Yes, but it's perfect. It's so smooth. For a car that's touted to be super analog, super, raw,
Yep.
This thing feels better than some R33s and R34s that I've driven. I mean, this is proper. It's not analog, it's just, there's very little changing the input you give it from your hands to your feet to where the car goes.
Exactly.
If you have a 600 horsepower car that you can't drive more than 2 laps because it'll break,
Yeah.
you don't have a 600 horsepower car,
Right.
Thank you for the trust, man. I mean, this is, I could see why you'd want to be a little selfish with it. Oh, it's...
Yeah, she eats.
One of the things a lot of people get wrong with a high horsepower car that I think this car does so well is the throttle tenseness.
Yeah.
As you get on it, sometimes throttles are really soft, and so you get all this power, but it doesn't feel like it's asking much from you, and you can kind of feel disconnected. The throttle on this, the actual pedal, has a very stiff feedback.
Yep.
Where as you push it, it's like, hey, you keep pushing this, it's gonna keep getting fast, and you have to commit to it. Oh.
It just, I will say that I have not, since it's been put on E, I haven't found the top. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and doesn't stop.
What I didn't notice was the 600 horsepower. Sure, it's fast, but plenty of cars are fast now. Fast has become cheap, synthetic, and a little too easy to rent in Teslas. It's beautiful, man. So what's after this?
Oh boy.
What do you do after?
Man, the next step is to either keep this car forever, which is probably going to be that's probably what's going to happen. I've got so much love and respect and trust into this car. It's more than just a car now to me.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing would be to buy another one, either another 32 or 33 or 34 or an S15.
Oh, okay. So
then-
another GT-R or S chassis.
Yeah, and then do a build series. I need to do this. It needs to be done.
There it is.
Oh yeah. Anything past 5,000, you've got a Fireball that is as big as the back.
I'm just convinced car guys are simple. You know, it's got to make the noise. It's got to do the thing. When you drive it, you want it to give you feedback.
Oh yeah.
And we all need a little bit of backfire. Just a small amount every once in a while, just to keep us smiling. I'll tell you what, when I saw these cars back when I was 18, so this would be 12 years ago now, 12, 13 years. I remember when the R32 began its life getting imported into the United States. The price on Craigslist, $22,500. Now you've owned one and you've done some incredible stuff to it, but I have to ask, stock R32, no bro tax, no
shit.
hype. How much do you think somebody should feel comfortable paying for a standard R32 GT-R?
In reality or in
reality, let's say that
in a figment weird world that we can live
the
in.
world it should be, the macro econs that should be. What is a R32 worth?
Depending on mileage, anywhere from 40 to 45.
Really? What stood out was that the car still feels mechanical in all the right ways. It asks something from you. The steering, the noise, the way the boost comes in, the sense that everything happening under you is still connected by cables and heat and pressure and a little bit of stubbornness. It doesn't flatter you, it humbles you. And Matt, to his credit, was exactly the kind of owner you hope in a seat like that. Excited, clearly proud, but not necessarily precious. The nervousness was there, rightfully so, but any sane person would be a little tense handing over the keys to something this personal. But more than that, you could tell he wanted the car to be experienced properly, not just admired from 10 feet away. And that made me love this car even more. So some cars are rare and some cars are meaningful, but every now and then you get one that manages to be both.